Hi, folks, and thanks for joining us for our Let's Talk Career series. Sorry for the delay. We had a little bit of technical difficulties, but we're up and running and ready to go. So for those of you who don't know about what our Let's Talk Career series is about, we're engaging in very informal conversations with folks that are in careers to learn more about what their journey was to those careers, their education and outside activities that they did to get to where they are, and to get to know them on a more personal level and know more about those type of careers. So for those of you who are thinking about changing your career or starting a new career, or just starting your new career in certain industries and occupations, it's to give you a little bit more insight. So today our guest is Linda Johnson, and thank you, Linda, for joining us today.
Oh, you're very welcome.
So Linda's going to tell us a little bit about what her occupation is, and we'll go from there. So what do you do for a living, Linda?
So my official title is Senior Litigation Law Clerk, but basically it is known as a law clerk. And for those of you who are not in litigation, you might recognize the name paralegal, which is an American term, but that's basically what I am, a paralegal, and I work in a personal injury law firm here in Hamilton, Ontario.
Okay, so what did your education look like for you, Linda, to get to where you are?
Well, I had originally gone to university for a degree in biology, but not much to be had in biology unless you want to go on to professional schools. So I went back to college, and I went to Mohawk College, and I took a 2-year law clerk diploma program at Mohawk back in 1977. 1977, that's not right, 1997. I know Mohawk no longer offers that college, but there's that program, but they have something called the Institute of Law Clerks of Ontario, and Mohawk offers the program in conjunction with ILCO. So ILCO is the Institute of Law Clerks of Ontario, and I know they offer online programs right now through Mohawk with, I believe, 4 units that cover 4 semesters that are in conjunction with the timing of the exams with ILCO. But I do know Niagara College also offers a co-op law clerk program.
It's interesting. So did your studies specialize in this field, or did you got the studies and then you decided which field of law you wanted to get into?
Yes. So the program I took and the program offered by ILCO as well cover all areas of law, including personal injury, commercial law, real estate law, family law. And once I actually got out of school and into the profession, I co-opted at a personal injury law firm, and I very much enjoyed it. So I've stayed with it, and I'm on the defense side of things. But the law clerking itself is very specialized. So there are a variety of different firms and types of law you can go into.
So is that what usually it would look like? You get your education and you get your, I guess, your field of expertise by going and actually doing the job?
That's correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So you have a general broad interest of everything when you come out of the program. And then I do know clerks that have moved around from various specialties, but most of the ones that I know that have worked in personal injury have stayed in personal injury because it's very interesting.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
You work here in Hamilton?
I do work here in Hamilton, and the firm that I'm at, of course, they say personal injury, but it's from the defense side, and we specialize in defending people who have been involved in motor vehicle accidents or slip and fall injuries.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And was there anything particular that made you want to start in this career? Like, was there something that piqued your interest at some point after you did the biology studies and changed?
I was searching. I was probably like a lot of the people that are watching this right now. I didn't know what to do, and I was searching for something. And my roommate from first year university actually was in law school at the time, and she suggested it might be something that I liked, but I wasn't prepared to go all out and do full law school. So I looked into it and I found that clerking was a really good combination of everything that I knew how to do: organizational research, all kinds of background work, and not have to go to law school.
So a few short years less than.
That's right.
But still piquing your interest.
That's right.
So what would you say is the thing that you like most about your job?
Well, my job entails a variety of things. So I do a lot of reviewing of police records to determine liability. I review a lot of medical records for injuries sustained in the accident or pre-accident medical history. I set up and review surveillance. I do pleadings. I'm a liaison between the law firm and the court. I do document management. What else do I do? I speak with defense experts like doctors on their opinions on what's happened in the accident. I send all kinds of medical information. So it's a lot of document management and a lot of document summarizing. And I really do enjoy that. I do social networking and internet searches, which I really enjoy. So sort of digging into personal history to see if there's anything that relates to the accident or can be traced back to the accident. So if you like document management, reading and preparing summaries, working on your own, but with it being overseen by somebody higher, such as a lawyer, I like it because you have your responsibility for your own work. You're responsible for your own docketing. It's your own work, but you're working as a team.
That's awesome. And you're also representing like the other side where, the person that's been hurt or injured. And
I'm on the opposite.
Oh, you're on the opposite.
That's right. So if you're injured in the accident, I would be on the other side.
You're on the wrong side of me then. No, just kidding. So what would you say is the one thing maybe that you like the least about your job?
Well, this sort of goes with one of the things I like most too. I like the fact that being that I have a family, it's a regular 9-to-5 job with benefits. But what I like least about the job is that I'm sitting down at the computer all the time.
Yes.
And it's a really fast and ever evolving workplace. So we're always having new computer programs coming in. So I just like learning the new programs every couple of years.
Yeah.
And especially with COVID, things have just been upended. And now instead of document sharing by paper, almost everything is electronic now. And all the different firms use different document sharing systems. So you're having to learn a whole lot of different programs in a short period of time. But once you know them, you've got them.
Yeah. So it's an education even though you've already gone through all the process, it's new education all the time. So you're always
That's
learning.
right. So it might not be education on the fundamentals of law, but education on how to move the practice forward.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And so I was going to ask how COVID has affected the work you do, but it's kind of.
Well, and it's really affected the courts as well, because the courts themselves were closed down pretty much indefinitely, except for emergencies until July. And they're just now starting to open up. But again, they don't want paper any longer. So the courts are implementing all new document sharing and how to serve pleadings. And of course, I'm working from home full time now, which is completely different as well. So it's more on the document sharing that has changed a lot since COVID started.
Yeah, and this is like something that's very new because you would never ever be allowed to email something or docu-share and sign virtually.
Oh, that is for sure. Before you couldn't do anything without an original signature, and now electronic signatures are becoming the norm.
Yeah, absolutely. So do you have any tips or advice for anyone who may be thinking about getting into this field? Is there something you would recommend to them?
I would say take a look at various course catalogs
Mhm.
as well as the Law Society website and research and read about different types of law to see if there's something that piques your interest. Because, like I said, you can go into real estate, you can go into wills and estates.
Mhm.
There is family law, it encompasses so much. And if you have a specific interest, that will lead you towards the type of firms that you'd like to work for. Maybe you could get an internship with somebody. That's
Mhm.
kind of iffy with COVID right now, but in the next year.
Yep.
And definitely, if you're somebody that likes to do administrative work, doesn't mind document management, is sort of a type A personality that likes to have things ordered, this
Mhm.
is the job for you.
Okay, that's awesome. And outside of the box, it might not be related to your profession that you're in. Is there something, knowing everything you know now, is there something you would tell your younger self, something that you would change or something you would do differently if you could give yourself some advice?
My advice wouldn't be school related. It would be more to keep in mind you're going to be sitting down a lot. So if my earlier self could have been more active, maybe I would have remained more active based on the fact that I'm sitting 8 hours a day.
Yeah, yeah, I guess it's kind of hard to do your job and jog on the spot and
Yeah,
walking dogs, that's how we fix that, right?
that is right. And that's what's kind of nice about working from home. I have my furry coworkers that hang out with me all day long.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, thank you, Linda. Is there anything else that you'd like to share?
I'm just going through the notes that I made just to make sure I covered everything because I want everyone to know what an awesome type job this is.
Hmm.
I really do enjoy it so much. So, just taking a quick look, organizing, reviewing documents, basically doing anything that you can to help the lawyer move the file forward is
Hmm.
what you're doing. And in our law firm, we work as a team. So there's a lawyer, a law clerk, myself, and the lawyer's assistant. And
Okay.
if you're somebody that likes the law but is not prepared to take as much responsibility,
Hmm.
a legal assistant is an excellent way to go because they do have a lot of responsibility and legal assistants are in high demand.
Really, eh? That's good to
Yes,
know. That's
yeah,
good
they're
to know.
in lots of firms are always looking for legal assistants, and I know that's still a program that's offered at Mohawk College.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, that's good to
And
know. Yeah,
yeah,
because
I'm just
most people would think law, you're going to get into law, you're going to become a lawyer. They don't think of the other steps that involve working with in the legal field, but not quite the step of
that's
a
right.
lawyer.
So yeah, if you like doing the research, if you like uh, doing summarizing, doing pleadings, which are like the statement of claim and whatnot that are put to the court, well, then the clerk is the way to go.
Hmm. That's awesome. Well, thank
That,
you.
like, yes, the clerk, like I said, in our firm, it's probably one clerk to two lawyers, where the
Hmm.
lawyers each have their own assistants. So, of course, there's more opportunity for an assistant
Hmm.
in
Yeah,
positions, but the law clerking job is what I truly enjoy.
that's awesome. Well, thank you for joining us, Linda, and sharing your story and your journey. And take care, and I wish you well.
Thank you very much, Catherine.
Thank you.